That's the key. So let's go into, production, right? So, are you a big fan of word tracks, or, how do you train your guys up to handle these? Do they have like
Okay,
a script
I
every
have
session?
I have what I call the BDC Bible, and I
Okay.
do have word
I like
tracks.
it.
I created this Bible. I've modified it over the years to basically what we go as times have changed. I've modified it to change. When I first got into this, I'll be honest, I was all about follow the word tracks, follow the scripts, make the appointment, get them in the door.
Mhm.
I'm now more of here's a foundation of how I want the call to kind of lay out to go, but I
Mhm.
want you to use your own words in it. But this
Mhm.
is kind of like a guide to keep you on
Mhm.
track. So if you think the call is going wayward and you're trying to bring it back in, use the scripts to kind of help get you back.
Course correct.
Course directed. That's where I was looking for. Course directed. But other than that, I am not a fan of word tracks because I know people out there swear by them,
Mhm.
but I have a 75% show ratio on appointments that we make.
Woo!
Right.
Woo!
I had a
Let's go.
62% show ratio when I was using word tracks. More people come in because when you're free flowing it, you're building that more of a relationship. You're not just going down the bullet points and just trying to make the appointment and boom, being done. I still do the quarter past, quarter to the hour type of thing. Give them a couple times. That part I don't vary off of. I tell the girls, okay, when you got them down to like, okay, I want to come in Thursday. Okay, I got Thursday at 10:15, or I got, morning, afternoon, whatever. That part we don't vary. But the beginning part of it, yeah, I kind of let the customer kind of like it. Oddly enough, the customer feels like they're guiding the call, but
Mhm.
really the rep is. But the rep has the customer feeling like they're guiding the call, and they just kind of free flow it through. And then once they get to that point where that relationship is built, because that's all you're doing.
That's
You're
it.
building a relationship with someone over the phone to get them to want to come and spend 30, 40, $50,000 with you
Mhm.
without ever meeting you. And you can't do it just following a word track.
I think one of the things that gets that you have to remember as well, and I'm sure you probably preach this every day, but excitement on the phones. Like, and I know it's so hard to do because again, after when you're on like call number 80, you're just like, oh God, I'm saying? It's so repetitive, and it's like I'll come to the end of the week, but that excitement sells. I'm saying? You got to stay amped up. What are some things that you do with your team out there to kind of keep them going?
Okay. I got this from a trainer 20 years ago, and I still use it today. Every girl on my desk, or every rep has a mirror on their desk, and they have it facing their phones. And you know what I'm going is.
Yeah,
I make
yeah,
them look at the mirror, and they have to have a smile on their face when they're talking on the phone.
absolutely.
And they use the mirror to remind themselves that they got to have that smile on their face all the time when they're talking on the phone.
That's huge.
And it is amazing because I've actually had people mystery shop and intentionally had the girls not, they knew they were. I had a guy call and I said, look, I'm having a call and I want you to sound like you're having a rough day.
Mhm.
Then I want you to look into the mirror and have a smile on your face and sound. And we played them back and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the difference. I said, yeah, now you know what the consumer's hearing on the other end.
That's
You
huge.
got that smile, you're more enthusiastic, you're more positive, you're more upbeat. So they don't always necessarily have to use the mirror, but the psychological thing is they know when they see that mirror, okay, I got to make sure I got a smile on my face, I'm on the phone.
That's huge. That's huge. One of the things I've learned along the way, and I have, I'm a rookie compared to, your experience. But I always teach my guys an appointment funnel, and I am a fan of scripts and such that like I have the same thought process as you. Like, but I believe that the script, like for the person who's never done this before, I want you to follow the script to the letter and know
I
it
agree.
internally so that you can make it your own. You know what I'm saying? So you can again course correct if you need to. One thing I'm really, really like I'm super anal about though is my appointment funnel. Like, at certain point of the call, you got to ask for the appointment. You have to ask for the business. You can't just let them, kind of lead the conversation because they're like, all right, cool, I've got the information, I'm done. Click. So you have to ask for the sale, right? And it's I always do it like a upside down triangle. And so, as soon as you say whatever your closing line is, great. So when will be good for us to do a test drive? Were you thinking sometime today or tomorrow? And in my experience, when you lead with that and give them that choice close, like that's huge right there versus just saying when you want to stop by because you're giving them options. You know what I'm saying? This time or this time. It's just
Right.
as simple
I
as
do the same thing. I go, Today, tomorrow. Okay, I want to do it tomorrow. Okay, great. Are you thinking morning or afternoon? Morning. Okay, I got 10:15 and I got 11:45. Which one works best for you?
See, hey, we right here, buddy. Right here.
That part there, you can't vary on. You have to keep that to the same way, and they will come in. It works. That part, I'm adamant believer. And I do the same thing with rookies. I tell rookies, you have to follow the script. But I sit with them, so after we get done with a call, like we coach them in every call. And it's funny because the reps will catch other reps and say, hey, you should have done this on the call. I overheard this and this. And it's kind of funny because they'll peer coach each other along the way, which I think is kind of good because I always have an internal competition among everybody going. But I am an adamant. Once you set that appointment, you got to follow the script down all the way down. Because once you get to that part, you built that relationship with that customer and you've earned the right. It's kind of like the old days when we sold the car. You used to have the sold hold sign. When you came back from the test drive, when you did the trial close on the customer, you're doing the same thing when you're asking them today or tomorrow. Because if there's an objection, you're going to find out right then.